Hi everyone, welcome to Egypt Lesson English. My name is Gabriel Valles and today is a pleasure to teach you funny and easy English. Follow me and today you are going to learn about a new topic, modal verbs. Yeah people, as you listen, modal verbs. Modal verbs, guys, are auxiliary verbs that we use in English or mostly we use them to speak about probability, ability, and also to give and ask for advices and suggestions. Today, I'm going to speak about four of them. I'm going to speak about should, must, have to, and be supposed to. They are used in different situations and also for different teams. A lot of people say they are difficult to understand. But the matter is, they do know when to use them, how to use them, and what are them. If the people know about motor verbs, people are going to realize how easy it is to understand them. But I suggest you first everything to understand and to try to understand motor verb. I suggest you to make an effort to understand them because American and native English speaker use them a lot in their conversation. Motor verbs are a part of each conversation in American and every place where people speak English. So follow me, and I'm gonna prove you that motor verbs are not difficult and the motor verbs are easy to speak and to use. So today we have the pleasure to see four of them. Okay, if you listen me and if you follow me, you are going to see immediately that they are not difficult at all. For example, here I'm gonna start this class with two examples. You must listen your teacher. You should listen your teacher when he is explaining the class. So if you see in those sentences, I try to say the same themes, but those sentences have different conditions and those sentences are used in different situations. The first one, you must listen your teacher, is mandatory because must is show obligation. So it means if you don't follow this advice, you're going to pay a hard consequence. But should is like a recommendation. It's like a suggestion. It's like an advice. You should listen your teacher while he's explaining the class. Well, it's an advice that it will be convenient for you because if you don't listen your teacher, you are not going to understand the class. But when you say must, it's mandatory because if you don't listen the teacher will punish you. That's the condition about motor verbs. That's the point that you have to be focused. Motor verbs are used in different situations. If you know that, and if you know how to use them, and if you know their meanings, well, you're gonna be able to make sentences and to speak using them with different people and in different situations. Follow me today, and I'm gonna share four of them with you. Well, as I told you before, today we only are gonna see four of them. To start, let's see should. People, sure is used when we want to ask or to give an advice to someone and also when we want to make some recommendation. For you to understand clearly and better, let's see three examples. Hey, my man, remember tomorrow is our English text. We should start it tonight. So you make a recommendation. It's better start it tonight. We should start it tonight. The second, she has a terrible headache. She should go to the hospital as soon as possible. She has a terrible headache. She should go to the hospital as soon as possible. And the third one is they should pay attention to the teacher. They should pay attention to the teacher. So the teacher is explaining the class and you are speaking with your classmate. And one of them says, hey, you should pay attention to the teacher, or they should pay attention to the teacher. So it is should. So let's continue with be supposed to. Here we have be supposed to. Be supposed to is used to show expectation when someone expects you to do something in the present or in the future. For you to understand better, let's see three examples. She is supposed to pass the exam with a good grade. This summer is supposed to be hotter than the last one. I am supposed to visit my friends tomorrow morning. I expect to visit my friends tomorrow morning. I am supposed to visit my friends tomorrow morning. To continuous people, let's see have to. Yeah, have to. So have to is used to make a strong opinion when you want to say something which is mandatory, so you use have to. Let's see the next example and then you realize when to use have to. We have to learn some French because we are going to visit Paris next vacation. She has to work overtime on weekends. She has to work overtime on weekends. I have to work out more frequency. I have to work out more frequency. Look at the difference between these examples. So in the first one, we have with, and the last one we have I. But in the second one we have she. So we're using have and we are using has. So the only difference here is the verb has conjugation. So be carefully in that because sometimes it changes. It's depending the time that we are using in our sentences or in our speaking. Finally, we have must. Must. Must is used to show obligation. When you want to show someone that your recommendation is mandatory. For example, look here. We must tell him about my money. You must tell him about my money. It might be someone paid you some money and you are selling him an advice. Okay, you must tell him about my money. We must go home early tonight. They mustn't or they must not interrupt the meeting. They must not interrupt the meeting. Okay, people, I'm going to explain you a little in Spanish for you to understand clearly. Okay. Ok, chicos, creo que es necesario explicarle un poco en español para que no se vayan a equivocar al tiempo de usar los verbos modales. Un verbo modal en inglés es un verbo auxiliar que puede ser utilizado para hablar de habilidad, de probabilidad, de consejos, sugerencias, etc. Los verbos modales que tratamos hoy fueron must, should, have to and be supposed to. Estos verbos modales son realmente importantes y usados en el inglés hablado. Should se utiliza cuando usted quiere pedir o dar consejos y también sugerencias. Must se usa para dar sugerencias extremadamente fuertes o obligatorias. Lo mismo pasa con have to, pero en este caso la obligación o la sugerencia es un poco menos obligatoria o más débil. Por último tenemos a be supposed to, el cual se usa para referirse a cosas que se esperan. Cuando usted espera que alguien haga algo o cuando usted espera que algo acontezca, usted puede utilizar be supposed to. Be supposed to, traducido al español, se puede interpretar como se supone que o yo espero que. Must se traduce como tú debes. Have to se traduce como debes o tienes y should se traduce como debería. No olviden, chicos, suscribirse a mi canal. Recomiéndele este canal a un amigo, a un familiar y seremos más. Muchas gracias por escuchar la enseñanza en este día. Es siempre un privilegio y un honor enseñarle. Pueden dejar su comentario. También si tienen algún problema o inconveniente con gramática inglesa, pueden dejar el tema en los comentarios y le estaré explicando. Thanks very much to listen my teaching. God bless you. See you soon.